Ah, and how is our newest cuddler doing? I've been informed that you just finished your very first session. Oh, please. Feeling inadequate on your very first session is the most normal thing in the world. Especially in your case. You finished training so quickly. You had your first client by the end of your very first day. Very impressive. But it doesn't give you much time to get acclimated. It's to be expected, but if anything, you should be feeling very confident. I'm the only other cuddler I'm aware of who ever finished training that quickly. Oh, well, of course I'm a cuddler. I don't just handle administration. I'm a bit of a deluxe cuddler though, so I don't get a lot of clients. Personally, I think anyone who works in management should spend at least some time doing the same job as the people they manage, to make sure they know what their needs are. And I'm telling you, as one cuddler to another, that you are very promising. Have a little self-confidence. Well, to be honest, they left middling reviews. But again, that's entirely normal. Having talent doesn't mean that you are instantly good at something. It means you have potential if you keep working on it. My first client wasn't entirely thrilled with me either. If you think I talk cutesy while cuddling now, you should have heard me back then. I called her Widow Babesy Cutie Podoodle. But telling you that this is all normal, and that I went through the same thing, doesn't necessarily mean you feel any different, does it? It seems like you're awfully shaken up by your first time. What happened? They didn't overstep, did they? We don't allow clients who disrespect our employees' boundaries, so if they did, then we will... Ah, well, that's something that's not quite as easy to do something about. We can't exactly ban clients from just acting impatient. That's just a reality of the job. Are you feeling guilty then? That they seem like they weren't having a good time? Do you feel like you didn't do a good job? I understand that viewpoint. I really talked you up and told you about how much potential you had. You must not be feeling like you have a lot of promise after that. Am I right? Well, while I do understand, I'm afraid you're simply factually wrong. This doesn't mean anything. It doesn't tell you anything about what you can become. It only proves what we already know, that you just started today. But if you are still feeling discouraged, I know something that might help. How about we have another cuddle session between the two of us? Show me exactly what you did, and I'll tell you how you can do better. That's a real tangible action you can take to improve. I think that might help you feel more confident. What do you think? Alright then, let's lie down together. Ugh, why do the sheets smell? Was that from a client? I see they struggle with the concept of bathing. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Hopefully I smell a bit better than that. Now come on, get close to me. Remember what you learned during training. Closeness is key. That's it, sweetie pie. That big ol' meanie said you never got really close in their review. Having personal space issues, hon? Don't worry your cute little head about it. That's like the number one thing you'll be struggle with. You have to get used to being close with people. You get used to it pretty quickly. Oh, that's so cute. But nah, you don't got to worry about that. It won't affect any relationships you have in the future. Cute stuff. Closeness can still feel super intimate, even if you are experienced. If you get yourself a special friend, you'll still get to feel way tingly when you are with them. It's about who they are and how you feel about them. Okay, the client was Redatian, right? Lots of limbs, sorta complicated to cuddle. What you do? Uh-huh. Like, I get that. But next time, just grab any hand for hand holding, sweetie. Trying to figure out which one was the best probably wasn't super necessary, you know? It sort of like takes the client out of the moment too. And they asked for positive affirmations, yeah? Love those. So fun. What do you say? Oh yeah. Sort of the same problem then. Asking all those questions wasn't necessarily the right call. I totally get wanting to give some super customized affirmations, but sometimes you just gotta use what they give you. Best to just get into it and say something a little more generic. It's like, you just gotta believe that everyone has like amazing, super fun qualities. If you believe that everyone is a cutie, you don't have to search real hard to find something to compliment them about. Oh, don't feel bad, baby. It's totally fine. You just have to practice. It bums me out to see you like this. Are you gonna be okay, cutie? Time out, just for a sec. Human, if you'd like, I could provide an alternative arrangement. I don't normally do this, but you are in a precarious situation, and you don't have many options. If you really feel that cuddling isn't for you, I could help you. You could stay with me at my home for a while. I can't just provide for you forever, but I'd be happy to give you the time to find another job, something that you will feel comfortable doing. It will be difficult, but there's surely something out there. If you believe cuddling really won't work out. I'm sorry you feel that way. I understand you are feeling discouraged, but I don't think it's true at all that there's no place for you in the within. There are beings far more bizarre than you living among us. If they found a place for themselves, then you can as well. Then what would you like to do? If you have a choice between staying here and trying to get better, or starting over somewhere else, what do you choose? That's what I hope to hear. That's the right attitude to take. Even if you are feeling discouraged, you should keep trying. I really do think that before long, you will be doing an excellent job and feeling very confident. Sometimes it just takes a bit to settle in. I'm glad you want to keep going. And since that's the case, I have a bit of a confession. I'm the one who assigned you that client, and I know the kind of reputation they have. They're probably the worst regular customer we have. Never quite going over the line, but always right at the edge of it. I said before that my first client was similar, and I think it was a valuable experience. Just like you, I considered leaving to find a different line of work, but once I made the decision on my own to stay, I realized how much easier it usually was. Having seen the job at its very worst, everything else became easy by comparison. I hope that you take this as a kind gesture and not as a trick. You faced the worst the job had to offer, and you stayed. You held strong. You've had your doubts about whether you can do this or any job, but now you have proved that you can handle whatever it throws at you. You know that you have the talent and willpower to keep at it. You've found your place. I can't say that I know exactly what you've been going through. I was born in the within, and my species is one of the more common ones here. But I sympathize with you anyway. I wanted you to succeed. Oh, it's not all out of the goodness of my heart. You're going to make so much money for this parlor. I'm sure of it. A cuddler who is literally one of a kind, naturally gifted, and trained in one of the top parlors in the within. You're going to be a very popular person someday, believe me. But yes, I do like you. You're a charming and sweet person. I wonder if everyone in your species is like you, or if you are really just that exceptional. You seem like you could be. Well, your shift is over. Wonderful work on your very first day, sweetie. I'm so proud of you. You're going to do so well here. To make up for the stressful day, I already have some of our sweetest, most pleasant customers lined up for you for tomorrow. You've seen the job at its worst, and now you'll see it at its best. Take care, human. I look forward to seeing how you'll grow.